Alright, you guys, welcome back to another video. It's 2Bling, and I hope you guys are having a great day so far. We got a cool little video for y'all today, man. Today we're gonna react to some of my old haircuts. And keep in mind, I've only been barbering for about 6 to 7 months. Technically 8, but about 6 months, that's when I really had like a lever on my clipper. But I've really only been barbering for about that long, so these aren't going to be like a year or 2 years ago. It's going to be kind of recent. But I do want to show kind of and compare my older cuts to some of my newer cuts, and in the span of about, like I said, 6-7 months. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it. And I will say these cuts are probably about 3 to 4 months old. I'll have dates on there for you guys so you guys can kind of compare with the time frame. But I will say, man, looking at some of these older cuts, I have gotten so much better, bro. So much better. And it's kind of crazy to think about how much better I've really gotten in such a short period of time. But this is going to show you guys, you know, the progress of how long it's been. Like, this is the purpose of why I made YouTube, because I wanted to see my own progress. I wanted to see how good I've gotten. And I really wanted to see how much I've grown, and that's a big reason why I started YouTube. And so to be able to look back at some of these old cuts and see how I was doing, I remember I mentioned it, like I want to see back, and this is how I used to cut. And I'm gonna take a second and go through some of these, because I really only see my new cuts. So every time I do a new cut, I upload those to Instagram and I do stuff like that. And I'm also gonna show you guys like versions of the same cut, like the first time I cut my brother, and then the second time I cut him, and like the third, and so forth. And he should be getting a cut soon. His hair's looking crazy, but we'll see. Maybe I might make that a video. Let's get to this video, bro. Without taking too much of your guys' time, let's go check out my first cut. Here you guys see it. Those are all my about newer ones. This one in particular, because it's not very good, and I could do so much better now. This is the before. This is beard. The hairline is not crispy. Taper. Look at how high I went, guys. Man, this is not horrible, because this is like, I think, the third time or second time I cut him, so it's not horrible. But I'll show you guys, it's a little too high for me, man. It's supposed to be a mid, and I didn't keep a lot of that length and like that darkness in the side, so there's a whole lot of gray area right there. Man, I wish I had like a little thing so I can show you guys what I'm talking about, but there's a lot of work, man. If you can see, there's a real light spot, man. And it shouldn't have been that light up there. Alright, man. My first haircut on my brother. Let's check this one out. First glance, it doesn't look crazy. Obviously, you can tell the camera quality. I was recording, I think, with my phone. The hairline wasn't too bad, but I really just traced it because he already had one, so I just traced it. I didn't have to really create it or nothing. And my brother has a good hairline, to be honest. He has a nice full hairline. His hairline is easy. Now, if you guys look at it, there's a lot of lines here. There's 2 lines, and in the middle, it really doesn't look, the blend doesn't look stretched out at all. My guidelines were very, very like little, and there's a lot of lines in this fade. Man, this fade is not that great. Definitely not that great. I think this might have been the first or second. I don't know exactly. I think it's the first one, because I remember I take pictures of like every one of my haircuts. But the camera quality isn't great, so I can't really see. But you can see, man, there's a really harsh lines there that I didn't take out. And the top isn't blended. I believe I didn't have a 1.5 yet. This haircut wasn't bad. This is a before. The camera quality isn't great, so I can't really see too well. It isn't bad, but it's definitely can use some work. Yeah, the camera quality isn't that great to see it. But definitely, as you guys can see, definitely, like, look at this. Way too dark in the back. This, like, there's no transition from light to dark. Like, it's just, it goes so quickly. And so when you look at it from far, it ends up looking like they got, like, it's like a bald, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of hair. That's what it looks like when your guidelines are too condensed and the fade isn't spread it out. A lot of this fade I don't like. There's lines in here. And to be real with y'all, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. At the time, I thought it was good. Not good now. Now I would kill this haircut. He hasn't got a haircut in kind of a minute, but now I would kill this haircut. Obviously, the before. Oh my God, look how high I went. And the back taper, lines after lines. Man. Bro, it just looks like a patch. Obviously, the camera quality wasn't great, but still, like, I can see a line right there. Oh, man, there's a big two lines. Yo. My cousin, bro, if you're watching this is the progress, bro. I honestly, I thank you, man, because you letting me cut your hair. Bro, you have helped me. I'll show you guys a cut, my last cut, obviously. But man, this haircut, bro, because of him and because of people like this, man, I've got to learn and I've gotten better. Like, oh man, that's just crazy, bro. This one is blended a little bit better, but there's so much gray area. Like in this area right here, so much gray area. And then like the transition, it should be happening a whole lot lower. This looks like a high fade and it's not even blended well. His hair is very light, and that's one thing I didn't kind of grasp at the beginning of me cutting hair. And that's how I learned how to cut really like thin hair. Let's see, my cousin, first time I cut his hair, this was December 1st, so a couple months ago. It is not too shabby. Obviously the back, the guidelines needed to be stretched way more. There's some lines, I just seen 2 lines. Yeah, the back could have been stretched so much more. There's 2 lines right there, 1 right there, and yeah. It looks like I just put guidelines in, man. It doesn't even look like I tried to fade it out. The skin line's still there. Yeah, all around the head, the skin line's still there. Yeah, you can, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I'm definitely getting better, man. Way better, bro. I'm gonna show you guys some new cuts, too. This one was February 19th. This one wasn't bad. This is about a couple months ago. I think a month ago. The before isn't bad. I would have stretched it out forward a little bit more. And there's a harsh line on the top. Harsh line up there. Let me see if I can get, yeah, right here, bro. Real harsh line. Shoot, I'll show you guys an updated version of this cut too, man. The updated version is so clean, bro. But he ended up really liking this cut, and he came back now. But it's because I've progressed. I've gotten better. And he really liked the cut. And that's really what matters, man. And now, bro, this side wasn't bad, though. I do see a little line there. But this side isn't bad. Not at all. But now, bro, the next time, the last time I cut him, so much better. And even like the last one I did, I could give him a better cut than that even now. Like, it's crazy how much we really like get better at these, man. This one was pretty clean, but I got help. But I still see stuff that's needs more. Let me see if I can get a picture. Like here, it's very, very dark, and right next to it is not. And here, like those like it's lines. Yeah, this one definitely needed some work still. But this one I got help with my my barber instructor, because it was one of the cuts that I did on one of like the students. So this one I wouldn't necessarily say this is all my work. This one on my cousin, this isn't bad at all, but the back was very condensed. And this is when I was trying to learn how to like condense, like stretch out my fades more. I really focus on trying to stretch the back a little more. It's not too bad. Definitely not too bad. It's pretty faded, but there's a lot of inconsistencies. Like certain areas, it's faded, but it's dark and it's lighter right next to it. And because it's a video, I can't see. This is the first time I did cut his hair, so that's accurate. But this is March 13th. So obviously you can see already like the progress. Oh, let's see the second time I cut my brother's hair. Obviously that's the before. There's still lines. Still need to get better. There's a line there. This is better though. It is better. But on the other side, there's a line right here. And there's a line right there. And if you can tell, this area should have been dark still. This area right there. That area is light and it shouldn't be. If you can tell, like right next to it is dark and it gets light. And it shouldn't be. Like right here is dark and then boom, it gets light all the way up here. It shouldn't be that way. It has to be consistently graduate across. And this was January 12th. So you guys can see, man, in between that time period, I'm really getting a lot better. And I'm going to show you guys an updated version of his haircut the next time I cut him in a couple of days. Bro, his haircut's going to come out fire, man. I've been getting on so much better. Let's go to some of my older ones that I still have up. Oh, let's see this one. Before. This is the first time I cut any black person, man. The back needed a lot of work. The side isn't horrible, but it could have been blended a lot. This is the time before I even knew like combing it out should have been the case. Now let's see. Not too bad, but definitely could have been so much cleaner. He has a lot of beads. I needed to comb that out and so that it doesn't crumple up. It can't be that way. Not horrible, but definitely needed some work there. Not a horrible cut. This was October 23rd. This is like one of my first times cutting. Oh man, I really transformed my guy. I really did. Look at him after. October 5th. This is one of my first time cutting too, bro. This is where I really started to, like, if I would do his hair, oh, I would kill it, bro. But this wasn't horrible. The back taper was not very much there. Like, it was there, but it was too condensed. The sides aren't horrible. If I would have, like, a picture, it would be better. But the back taper looks, like, lopsided. It's not consistent. I think this is an updated one. The back could have been stretched more still. This is a little bit more blended. It's still a little too condensed for me, though. I would stretch it out so much more now. This was February 28th. Alright, this is my cousin again. I still see little lines, but it's cleaner. The other side needed more work. Like this side. It looks clean, but I see some guidelines. And that side's too condensed. So that was a lot of my problem. Okay, on this side, look it. There's two guidelines straight up. I was getting better, but I still left the guideline. They weren't completely faded. Alright, this haircut was pretty clean, man. The other side from right now, it could have been blended better. Like I could have raised the initial guideline a little bit and it could have been cleaner. This side's pretty good. I would have stretched this fade out more and it would have been so much cleaner. But it's pretty good still. March 17th. This is pretty good too. This is really good. Especially for a black person. I haven't got too much work on them. This is pretty good. This one I stretched it out a good amount. And that's really why you can see a lot of the blend. Like that's clean. It does need some work, but it's moving kind of too fast for me to kind of show you guys the areas that I would touch up. My cousin recently. It's pretty crispy. I do see a little line that I would fix up now. Yeah, that's clean. It's pretty clean. That's March 20th. A new version of my haircut of my brother. Man, that's clean. There's still some stuff that I would work on though. Like toward the back, I need to stretch that out more, man. Cause if you look at it from the side, it looks blended, and all of a sudden it looks really dark in the back. And even though it's faded, it needs to be touched up more. I need to raise, like, stretch that blend more to really get it to pop. There's no flash on this. I can't see very well. The lineup's good. I did have to create it. Boom. Like here, there's a line. I would lighten that area up a lot more. This is all I can see. And this time I did a good job of not making it super light up there. I would blend this out better. But then again, I didn't get too many, like, I need a couple pictures to really critique it. Keep in mind, guys, I'm my own biggest critic. I critique the heck out of me. Like, I don't know, no matter how good a haircut is, bro, I can tell you areas that I can improve on. It doesn't matter how good that haircut is. I'm always looking at them and, okay, I can get better at this. I can get better at this. Let's see. This is a guy that I showed you guys earlier. Look at this fade, bro. It's so much blended, better blended. The back is crispy. The side taper is crispy. The back blends straight into the top of his hair. This is a lot better. Like I said, I can critique every haircut, but I'm just going to show you guys it. I'll let you guys critique me. The C-cup's nice and sharp. But trust me, man, I critique myself more than absolutely anyone. This one's clean. I did keep a good shape. I think he wanted to do it mid, and I experimented a little bit with him. I gave him like a mid drop, and I think he wanted to, but I went like a medium because somebody told me what medium and mids and they're different. So I wanted to try it first, but now I would stretch the blend up definitely a lot higher, and I would start my guideline a little higher too, and I would still drop it in the back. But this is pretty clean, man. Like I said, obviously I can critique myself, but I'll let you guys just check out the cut and critique me on your guys' own. I did this one recently, and I honestly just did his haircut again. But I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys the cut. It was clean, man. It was a low drop fade. It was pretty clean. He literally just got a haircut today. He wanted another haircut today, so I cut him again today. And I can show you guys a new updated version of it. It's pretty clean, man. My cousin came in for a cut. This is clean. Obviously, it's getting more stretched on the back. You can see my progress, man. And when was this? This is April 5th. This one, I had a little trouble with this cut, man. I try to keep it real low. First time cutting him. Personally, I would have liked to see more of a transition. I don't see a huge transition. It almost looks like a shadow fade, and I kind of don't like that. But it is having to work with, you know, in a very low space. He wanted a low condensed drop fade. That's what he wanted, man. And he wanted that undercut, so he wanted it long there. So I didn't cut any of that. I didn't connect any of it. Just the back. If you see, the back blends in nice and good, because that's what he wanted. I just came in the other day. I gave him a taper and gave him that shape. Taper's looking clean. Like I said, I can critique every single one of these cuts, man. Taper's clean. I would have done a little bit more though to connect it. I gave him a mid drop, I think. Yes, sir. This one's pretty crispy. There's, like I said, I let you guys judge it. There's obviously stuff that I would critique and would have done better. Okay, this one 3 days ago. This is where we're starting to get to some of my newer cuts, man. And this is where I'm really starting to get good. Like recently, man, this is when I've been really growing. That's clean. Beard is nice and faded. This is gonna be my transition point. Like now, bro, I'm starting to feel good. I'm starting to feel good, bro. I'm starting to feel good. Like, look at these. And there's some more, too. I'm going to show you guys on my camera roll. To try to help me with some spots. Hey, bro, you... Every single one of those, I have something that I can critique myself in and show my improvement. But I really wanted to show you guys how, like the transition, you know, how I used to cut, how they're coming together, how they're so much better. And hopefully this inspires you guys, man, to watch my journey and be like, man, that's going to be you, man. It's going to be you in a couple months. And then I might even do it again from now, like in a couple of months, like 3-4 months, and be like, dang, bro, I'm so much better now than I was even then. Like, you know what I mean? So it's going to be really cool to see. And that's the whole reason why I kind of started this whole journey, man, because I really love watching my growth. Like now, man, I'm doing good. Like I'm doing some great cuts, and they're quality. They're there, and I'm cutting a lot of time, and I'm giving even more quality for less time, and it's crazy to think about. But that's really the case, what's going on for me. And it's just dope. It's really dope to see, man. And I hope you guys are taking pictures so you guys can see this growth, man, that you guys are doing. Like, but honestly, personally, I was never satisfied. Never. Like, when my client would get up, they'll be like, oh, it looks good. It looks good. Almost every single one of those haircuts that you've seen, every single time, they told me that it was good. Nobody ever sat there and was like, nah, bro, you messed my haircut up. Not any of those. But did I mess some of them up? Hell yeah, I messed some of them up. Bro, now I'll be like, yo, I just see so many mistakes. I'm like, yo, those are simple mistakes. Like, but it was a part of the learning process. I had to learn it to be like, to get to where I am now. Now, I know. Because now I've done it so many times. Now I know so much more, and I can explain so much more to my clients. At the time, I didn't know anything. And obviously, you can tell based off, like, of my haircut. It was just simple. Like, with time comes experience, with time comes learning, with time comes, you know, you get better, man. And it's just, man, I'm getting pretty clean, man. But I can still get better. I'm not gonna stay stagnant, bro. No matter how much I cut, I'm gonna get better. And this is going up tomorrow. So any guys that are watching this, I recorded this the day before. So I hope you guys enjoy that. It gives you a little context what's going on in my life. Because normally I try to like record my videos in advance, so then I'm cool. Like I don't have to worry about, you know, that other little stuff. But before then, make sure to like and subscribe. It's gonna help me so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys that do, man. It really truly means a lot. And thank you to all you guys that are supporting me, sitting here tapping on my video. And if you guys made it this far, you guys are the GOAT. And man, once I hit there, once I get crazy, man, once my YouTube starts popping off, I hope some of you guys contact me so I can really work something out, man. I could see what's up with you guys. Maybe do giveaways and stuff like that. It's a big thing for me. But without further ado, it's Tubling, aka Raul. I hope you guys have a great day for the second time. Man, I love this journey, bro. Just watching this guy really helped my spirit, man. Because to see where I came from, it's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. This whole journey is going to be crazy, man. And every single one of you guys that tune in, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And once I blow up, bro, it's a whole nother story, man. It's a whole nother story. All this hard work is going to be for some. But only time going to do it. And I have no doubt it won't happen, though. But I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Give me any video suggestions you want another one. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace.